Hi guys, how you doing? Over the years, I've kind of felt some way about Benefit Cosmetics, if I'm being completely honest with you. They just didn't really cater for anybody that was even like medium to deep. Like, really annoyed me because I remember seeing one of their concealers recently. Whilst everybody was extending their shade ranges, Benefit was reducing them. I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna give them their props because they recently re-released this new foundation called Hello Happy. In this range, Benefit came out with 12 shades of foundation. Now, definitely a lot more can be done. This is the foundation. I picked up the shade number 11, so I picked up the second to last shade in this range. This is the box. Now, I think the box is actually quite cute. It's got a happy face on them. We've got Hello Happy on the front, and it says it's a soft blur foundation. When I first got this, the colour of the box really shook me because I was like, I don't know if this is going to suit me, but based on their descriptions on their website, and I did go in store and pick up a sample as well, based on that I think 11 will fit me, but you know what, we're just going to have to see. So it says it's a sheer to medium coverage liquid foundation with SPF 15. So this is the front, and then you open up the inside, like that's like a little book. You open it up and it just tells you a bit more about the actual foundation on the inside here. It says soft blur foundation, looks like skin and feels like nothing at all. So I'm assuming this is supposed to be a very lightweight foundation. It says 99% said it feels weightless. They tested 103 women after 1 week, by the way. 98% said it feels breathable. 95% said it gives natural looking coverage. So it's a sheer to medium coverage foundation. Okay, so that's the little information on the inside. I actually do like the packaging. And the bottle is basically similar to the box on the outside. You've got the little happy face, so I like that on it. I think the packaging is cute. I'll give that to them. And then on the other side, you have the same as the front of the actual box packaging. And it says, Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation. Uh-oh, it is leaking. I just opened it up and it is leaking a little bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that down to the side because I have to prep my face first. Okay, so just prime my face. My primer that I use is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer, and it makes my face white when I prime, but it does really work with my oils. Yeah, this foundation is literally exploded on the top, by the way. So I'm going to just, I think I'm just gonna smear my brush on this and just clean it up so that I can actually make use of the actual foundation. Today I'm using this MUA brush. It's the F13 from Makeup Academy. So that's it on the brush. Oh, this was a good match for me, I think. What do you guys think? Okay, this definitely was a good match. So the shade on the bottle, like the bottle color, definitely looks a lot darker than the actual shade of the foundation. So just be aware of that. It has a slight chemical scent to it, which I don't smell once I've blended it into my skin, which is nice. But it's not very pleasant. So this is what the foundation is looking like. I've literally just applied one layer of the foundation, and you can see, definitely still see, like my hyperpigmentation. It hasn't really covered much of that. But remember, this is what it said. It is a light to medium coverage, so definitely can build it up, I believe. It has definitely dried down, actually. It doesn't feel tacky on my skin. But I am going to layer this and put a second layer on top and see if we can build it up, because this is a bit too sheer for me. But it looks very natural. Like, it doesn't even look like I'm wearing foundation. It has just kind of evened out a bit with my skin tone. So I've put the foundation on. What do you guys think? I think it came out quite nice. This is 2 layers of the foundation. Like, I don't think you need more than 2 layers, to be honest. It's a very natural foundation with 2 layers on. Again, it doesn't feel tacky. It has dried down. It does give a more demi matte kind of finish. I can still see my skin glowing, but it's not like so dewy, if that makes sense. So I do like the finish of this. It's more like a satin finish, I'd say. It says it's supposed to give a natural matte finish, and I think, yeah, it definitely does do that. I believe in this range they have 4 shades for deeper skin tones. The actual variation in the darker tones aren't actually that bad. So what I'm now going to do is, before I finish the rest of my face with you, I'm actually going to do my eye makeup because I want to review a new palette, and I'll be back to finish off the rest of my face. I was reviewing the new Born to Run eyeshadow palette by Urban Decay, which will be on my channel, I think, by the time you're watching this video, so I will link it for you so you can go and see my thoughts on that. But that's what I used on my eyes today. So I have completed my eyes and I've done my eyebrows, but I haven't done anything else on my face because I wanted to show you basically how everything else would work and blend on my face with the foundation. I've been wearing the foundation probably for about 45 minutes now whilst recording the other video, and this is what it's looking like. I think it still looks quite decent. Does definitely give me a natural kind of glow to my skin. I don't see my oils coming through. It's not breaking apart, hasn't creased. Actually, I lie, it's creased slightly under my eyes, so I'm going to put some concealer on now. I'm actually going to put on my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I know you only need a little bit of this, so that's what we're going to stick to, just a little bit. I'm just going to take my foundation brush that I was using and just kind of blend it in. I'm going very light with my concealer today because I want to be cautious that obviously this is a foundation review and I don't want to like lather my face in concealer so you don't really see how the foundation itself is working. Okay, so now I have powdered. I am going to bronze. The powder definitely sits nicely on my skin. It slightly made the foundation more matte, obviously, because it's powder, but I still have a kind of a sheen coming through as well from that foundation. I'm now going to bronze up my face. I've actually just been digging into my makeup collection and I'm like, yeah, I need to use more of the stuff I have already. But I found this Fashion Fair bronzer that I had. Okay, so I have all bronzed up and everything. It has blended out quite nicely. Gonna add a little bit of blusher on now as well. I'm actually just gonna take the blusher in this Too Faced face palette. What is it? A mixture of Pink Sand and Pink Wink, these two blushes here. Right, I think everything is looking really nice. Everything is coming on nicely as well. Like, it's not blending patchy or anything. I can still see the glow on my skin with this as well from the foundation, which I actually do quite like because it's not too matte or anything like that. For highlight, I'm just going to put on this one by Fenty Beauty. It's a shade Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule highlighters. I've now completed my face. So, I mean, I have been wearing this foundation for probably about nearly an hour now. It seems to be looking quite good. It still has its, you know, glow from it. It doesn't necessarily make me look too dewy, and I have combination oily skin, so I don't want anything that's going to make me look too dewy, but I do like that satin natural kind of matte finish. I like it. It's slightly reminding me of my Dior foundation in the sense of its sheer coverage that can be built up, but I feel like the Dior one could definitely be built up to a more fuller coverage than this one. Now this retails for £25.50, I think, and you get 30 mils, which is 1 fluid ounce of product in this as well. So it's a decent price. £25 is kind of an average price for a mid-range brand like Benefit. So 11:47 is the time in the morning, and I've already been wearing this for at least an hour, I'd say. This is what an hour's wear looks like. So yeah, I will come back and show you how things are progressing. The time now is 7:56, and yeah, this is what my face is looking like using the Benefit Hello Happy foundation. So I haven't touched up all day. I haven't done anything to my face since you last seen me, and if I'm being completely honest, I don't think I like it that much. I don't like the way it's looking very greasy on me. I feel like an oil slick mess, I'm not gonna lie. I have oily combination skin, so it looks quite clearly that this foundation will need to be touched up throughout the day for me. Because I know the types of foundations that work for me, my regular foundations don't tend to make me this oily, because obviously I choose the right foundation for my skin type. So it's quite unusual for me to see myself like this. But I know that this typically does happen with foundations that just don't normally work for oilier skin. And I feel like this is definitely one of them. I'm going to zoom in a bit closer so you guys can see. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but you can definitely see that I am a greasy mess. I'll be honest, I haven't actually done anything like strenuous today or anything like that. And it hasn't even been very hot or anything today. So I don't know what this foundation will look like if I was testing it out on a very hot, humid day, because today hasn't actually been like that. I am going to take my brush, which I haven't added any more powder to, but I'm just going to take away some of that shine. So it definitely powders nicely. And once that's blotted, it looks really nice again. Oh, my hairpin fell out. Back to what I was saying. If you've got really oily skin, I don't think this is going to be the foundation for you, if I'm being completely honest. I don't think it will last very long on your skin. However, saying that, I didn't actually find it uncomfortable, and it's still very weightless on my skin. I think I like it, but I'm not totally mad about it. It definitely blots down nicely, and the shine has definitely reduced as I've blotted away. And it still looks quite good. It's not the best foundation I've tried for my skin type. They could definitely expand in their shade range. We're kind of past the days of releasing 12 foundations. I know I mentioned that it reminded me a bit of the Dior foundation in terms of its weightless feeling. If I had to choose, I would probably still choose the Dior foundation over this one. Okay guys, so that's it from me. Let me know if you've tried this foundation. What were your thoughts on it? Will you be picking it up? Won't you be picking it up? Let me know down below. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel as well if you like my content, and I will be sure to post some more videos for you. Be sure to come back to see my next video, and I will see you then. Take care guys. Bye.